Hi boys and girls, welcome to the Hangout Puppet Playhouse. I'm Rev Joann and this is my puppet pal Grannie Gertie. Granny, what's wrong?
It's this blessed new phone, dear. And I answer, I can't hear a darn thing she's saying.
Well, Granny, let's see. Yeah, you're right, Granny. What, did you read the instructions?
Oh, dear, that's not necessary. These newfangled phones, they're so simple, even a baby could use it.
Well, Granny, maybe you need a hearing aid.
I do not. I see 2020 and I hear 2020.
Okay. What I'm trying to say, Granny, is that often when something doesn't work right, we don't like to consider that we might be doing something wrong, or we don't know the right things to do, or we just want to be stubborn. This reminds me of a story in the Bible about an Old Testament prophet called Samuel. Now, Samuel ministered at the tabernacle of God in Shiloh as a child, and he ministered under the priest Eli. And one day, as he was sleeping, God called to Samuel. But Samuel kept thinking that it was Eli the priest. Samuel didn't recognize God's voice.
Why was that?
Well, it hadn't been revealed to him yet.
Well, that sure would have got my pantyhose all in a jigger.
Yeah, no. So after 3 times of God calling to Samuel, Eli told Samuel that the next time God called him, he was to say, "Speak, Lord, for your servant is listening." So Samuel went back to bed, and sure enough, God called him again. But this time, Samuel obeyed. He said, "Speak, Lord, for your servant is listening." And God told him what he wanted him to do.
Oh, that sounds like a wonderful friendship.
Yes, it was.
Well, was God mad at him?
No, God is a loving God, Granny. He knew that Samuel didn't know. He didn't know him yet, okay? But the important thing is that Samuel obeyed, and then he got to know him.
That sounds great. What about today? Why is it so difficult?
Well, just like your cell phone, Granny, sometimes things can get kind of muddy up the lines of communication between us and God.
Why is that?
Well, sometimes we get caught up in the cares of this world, or we're disobedient. Sometimes we don't study the Word of God, and sometimes we don't spend time with God in prayer.
Oh, it just doesn't make any sense.
No, you're right. In the Bible, God says, "Draw near to me, and I will draw near to you." And he also says that you'll seek me and find me when you search for me with your whole heart.
Wow.
Let's take a look at that phone again now. Oh, Granny, you had the volume down too low. You got to turn up the volume.
Oops. I guess I got 20/20 eyes, but not 20/20 hearing.
That's right. Well, boys and girls, remember that just like Samuel, God is calling you. When you open your heart to God and say, "Speak, Lord, for your servant's listening," God will direct you and use you to help others. If you want to read the story of Samuel, you can find it in the Bible in 1 Samuel chapter 3. This is Reverend Joann and my puppet pal, Grannie Gertie. We'll see you next time at the Hangout. Bye-bye.
Toodaloo. Are we done yet?
Yeah, we're done.